Good evening, welcome back. It is Wednesday, May 17th, 2023. Have a couple birthdays and a couple of events for today. Kind of spread out on events here. 1981, Jody Ridley wins at Dover driving for Junie Donlevy. This is car owner Junie Donlevy's first and only career win in a points-paying NASCAR event. Of course, they won a qualifying race in 1987 at Daytona with Ken Schrader, and it would be Ridley's only Cup career triumph as well. On this day in 1987, the Winston All-Star Race returned to Charlotte Motor Speedway, but it was originally intended to revolve from track to track. 85 it was at Charlotte, 86 it was Atlanta, 87 it come back to Charlotte. And this is where we start getting into a little bit of the gimmicky stuff. This was the first All-Star race and really first NASCAR race that I can remember that was broken into stages or segments, and kind of foreshadowing it has the rules that they have today, double file restarts, and the it may not have had the double file restarts, come to think of it. Those didn't come up till 93, but it did have 3 stages. It was 75 laps, 50 laps, and then a 10-lap shootout. And of course, this is the infamous or famous pass in the grass that wasn't a pass because Dale was in the lead and Bill tried to spin him, but a lot of fireworks during that race. 10 years to the date later, in 1997, Jeff Gordon wins the All-Star race in his T-Rex car, the Jurassic Park, the movie, sponsored car. And it wasn't named T-Rex because of the movie. The engineer that designed the car, his name was Rex Stump. So they just named it T-Rex because Rex designed that car. And Hendrick gave him a rule book and basically said, do everything you can to exploit every rule you can, and NASCAR told them never bring that car back. They did rebuild the car and bring it back somewhere down the road, I think Texas a couple years later, but that was the famous T-Rex car. Then also on this date in 2020, Kevin Harvick won at Darlington on this date. But y'all remember what happened in 2020? We went a couple weeks with no live racing, or a couple months with no live racing. So this was the first post... I don't want to call it the post-pandemic because that's where we're at now, but this was the first race during, because the Phoenix race was the last one. They were headed to Atlanta, and they just decided to shut the world down. So anyway, birthdays today. He has passed away, but born on this date in 1929. Former short track ace Sonny Hutchins. He's made some cup starts. I think he ran some modifieds and some late models and some other short tracks, but very big name in the Southeast. And then born on this day in 1991, the only one we have cards for, kind of a journeyman driver in the Xfinity Series, Mr. Ray Black Jr. So I like this card because this is the Ray Black Jr. black-green card, so let's get all the colors on the rainbow in there. But you see, doesn't have a lot of cards, and this is essentially my whole stack of Ray Black Jr. cards, so there's going to be some duplicates in here. And it's all going to be 2020, 21, thereabouts. And just about all these are when he was driving for SS Greenlight Racing, the 08 or the 07 car. He kind of switched between them here and there. Ran respectably, but of course that's an underfunded team, and they just pick up sponsor wherever they can get sponsors at. And some days they run top 15, top 12, and most of the time they're about a 22nd to 30th place car. Not being critical, that's just all they can afford at this time. But anyway, happy birthday, Sonny Hutchins, Ray Black Jr. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you tomorrow.